What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Brutal Planet Comics. I'm your host, Drake, the Brute Daniels. Happy Friday to you all, and what a week it has been. Ooh, delali. So, earlier this week, James Gunn dropped his big DC Chapter 1 plan on the gods and monsters, and I'll leave a link in the description section below to my reaction to that in real time. I've had some time to think, and we got ourselves a nice little diagram here. Shout outs to, I think that's what, Heroes? I can't remember. Shout outs to you all. You know who you are. Put together this really good, pretty much map of what the heck is going on in DC so that we can follow it, because James got through a lot of stuff at us. So let's break down. I've had some time to go through some things, so let's talk about this. And a lot of this stuff, oh boy, is going to get a little messy. All right, so first, March 17th, 2023, we have Shazam, The Fury of the Gods. I don't really care about this movie at all, but that movie comes first. Then Flash, which, once again, a movie I don't care about. But then we have the universe reset, and this is where things get very messy. Very messy, because, okay, so universe reset is going to happen during Flash. I guess it's going to be a Flashpoint paradox, whatever the case may be. After that, somehow, someway, Blue Beetle and Aquaman 2 are still going to be part of the newer continuity. I don't know how, I don't know why that makes any sense, but whatever. Somehow these films survive the reset. So I guess during the reset, something happens, so Blue Beetle still happens, and Aquaman 2, I don't know if it's a reboot or not. It's very confusing. I literally think they should just left Flash at the end of the year if they're going to do a reset that way, and then wipe out all the rest of these films. I don't know. This is weird. This didn't make no sense to me. So now we get to Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, and this is where I have big problems here. I referenced it a little bit in my review, not too much, because I was just trying to, keep an open mind. But before we even break down all the stuff that's here for the feature films, there should only be 3 things on here to start off with: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Everything else is just a waste. Establish your big 3. Then you can do the Trinity film. You can have everybody else introduced. Justice League. I think James Gunn is doing too much with too little. Now, I understand he's going to do a whole lot of passion projects, and I respect that. As a comic writer, I get it. Doing a passion project means the world to you. But good lord, you got to get butts in seats, bruh. So let's talk about this. So first we have Creature Commandos, which is more or less a different version. It's not a Suicide Squad or a Task Force X or anything, but pretty much a hodgepodge of random characters that come together and do something. I don't know if that date is going to be set somewhere. I don't know. Waller, I literally don't have any interest in that. If it's just say it's a Suicide Squad film, because I don't think I don't think anybody wants to just watch a whole show about Amanda Waller. I don't think that's Superman Legacy. Here, I have a little bit of a problem right here, because apparently it's being based off All-Star Superman, which is an in-game type of Superman story after he's does all his adventures and all that stuff, and he goes into the sun, or all that stuff. You're doing an in-game story of Superman at the beginning of your universe. Oh god. Oh boy. Okay, so we're messy. We're already getting messy. So the Lantern show I'm actually interested in. I mentioned that in my review earlier. I think using Earth as a precinct, and that's the city and all that stuff, I think that would be unique. I think that would be fun. I think that would be cool. The Authority, once again, I had to do some research on the Authority. I never read a single issue. I never heard of this before. Once again, this is a passion project by James Gunn. Good on him for wanting to be doing passion projects, but this does not move the needle for me whatsoever. God bless him. Paradise Lost. Once again, the issue. You're going to do a Themyscira TV show with no Wonder Woman. What? What's the point? newbie fans and old school fans want to see the characters that they love. And nobody wants to see non-name brand characters run around doing stuff on them to scare. It's the reality. Like, even if you do the only way that show can actually work is if it's like takes place in the past before it was hidden or whatever. Maybe it can work, but off the top of my head, it doesn't move the needle for me. Batman: The Brave and the Bold. I'm hoping that this isn't lighthearted. Like, granted, I wasn't a fan of the Brave and the Bold TV show. Now, I know they're supposed to be focusing on Damian Wayne and their relationship and stuff. And once again, this is an in-game Batman, kind of. But there's still stories that can be crafted from it, so we'll see. I'm trying to keep my mind open in regards to that, but buddy of mine, shout outs to Adam the Renaissance Nerd, brought out really good points in his review about how they're skipping over Dick Grayson, Tim Drake, Jason Todd. It's a big jump, and we never got to see them on, the big screen. So, I think there's a missed opportunity there. Unless they're still sprinkled in there and featured in, then that would be cool. If all the Robins are in there, you might have yourself some gold there. Booster Gold live action series. Who really cares? I'm gonna be real. Like he's an underrated character. I understand that, but come on, let's stop playing games. You know what I mean? Let's not do this. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. This is the only one that was announced that made me roll my eyes, because of what he was saying. And now, granted, I'm a huge fan of Tom King, but that Supergirl run was not that great. I'm not gonna hold him. And that's what this is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be brooding, dark. This is not gonna work. I smell nonsense coming, and I'm already moonwalking out of here. I'm not interested in this Woman of Tomorrow thing. I don't like where this is going at all. Swamp Thing, once again, the TV show that had happened before didn't get good traction, ended up getting canceled. I didn't watch a single minute of it, so I don't think it might have good bones somewhere, but it doesn't move the needle for me whatsoever. But that's the slate that's there for now for the live action Gods and Monsters. This all needs to be reworked. Personally, I think it just should be the big three, and then you start making offshoots. But that's just my thoughts and feelings on that aspect. So now they made it clear that all the other DC properties, and I like this, will be labeled as Elseworlds that are not part of the main story. I like that. I like that a lot. So you can have things separate and still have some creative juices going on. So we already had Joker, of course. The Batman's already come out. We got the Joker sequel that's coming out October 4th of 2024. The Batman Part 2, which is a Matt Reeves film, in 2025. Teen Titans Go, of course, will never end. And Superman Lois somehow is still in the air. Go figure. Go freaking figure. So here's the slate. Here's the breakdown. Let me know what you guys think. Is there any of these things move the needle for you? Hope maybe my explanations of some of the stuff might help you along if you wanted, if you were going in on it. But ultimately, I'm gonna say this one more time. This should have featured the big three, and then everything else be branched off. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, then everything else. I think that would have saved a whole lot of trouble. Whatever. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Housekeeping. Travel the River Within Part 8 is coming soon. Hopefully, we will have a release date soon. Stay tuned for that. Also, if you haven't checked out all my other issues, definitely check them out on spendingwiz.com or download the Spending Wiz app. Or if you want personal signature ones, holla at me personally. I'd love to hook you up. So, that's all I really got for today. Do all those great YouTube things like, comment, subscribe. When you subscribe, don't forget the little bell and share the video. And follow me on those dope social media platforms you see over there. As always, you guys have been awesome, and I'll catch you all next time. Also, if you want to support my channel, check out spendwiz.com or download the SpendWiz app and check out my comic series, Trouble. It was written with a lot of love, and it was definitely my favorite comic series to write. I've also written it in English and in Spanish, so whatever floats your boat, I got it for you. Thanks again, and check it out.